Hello everyone, my name is Nur Aleeya Natasha, and today my team members and I will present to you about the current trend and issues in Japan. So before we start, let me introduce you to my team members. The first one is Nur Nazurah, the second one is me, Nur Aleeya Natasha, and the third one is Nurul Syakirah. Socio-cultural impacts are the human impacts of the tourism business, with a focus on adjustment to the standard of living for locals in popular tourist sites and cultural effects connected to changes in norms, identities, and traditional values brought about by tourism. Japan's tourism industry is profoundly shaped by its rich socio-cultural heritage, delivering a one-of-a-kind cultural encounter for visitors. For the current travel behavior in Japan, according to Statista 2022, there are more than 15 motivation factors why people travel to Japan. Some of the factors are the desire for delicious things, which is food, at the destination, to be in contact with beautiful things, to deepen one's knowledge and level of cultivation, to get in touch with locals and their lifestyle. Next, choice of destination. Studies of destination choice have concentrated on the effects of attributes like fundamental tourist personality traits by Lab and Gibson 2008, distance to or cost of a destination by Nicolau and Mas 2006, and information about the climate in a destination by Bigano, Hamilton and Toll 2006. The significance of destination choice to sub-areas within a specific destination is still underappreciated, even though those studies focus on the effects on the qualities on the visitor's intention to visit, revisit, or never visit a location. More consideration and investigation are also needed regarding how familiarity is connected to choices of various locations inside a chosen destination by Lee 2009. Move on to the next point, which is demographic pattern. According to Dinkel 1989, Hillman 1994, and Frohlich 2000, demography defines the makeup, size distribution, and structure and development of human populations. Gender, education, residence, and income, alone or in combination, are some of the factors that are taken into consideration. These population characteristics are changing due to demographic change. Since 2013, the number of foreign tourists to Japan has been at an all-time high, reaching a peak of 31.9 million in 2019. The Tokyo Olympics and Paralympics was slated to take place in 2022, and the government established a goal of 40 million tourists by that time. However, travel restrictions were imposed because of the global pandemic beginning in February 2022, and by April, the country was essentially closed to foreign tourists. Next, there are many push and pull reasons that draw tourists to Japan, although pull elements seems to be more common than push aspects. Japan's geographical features allow for year-round travel to its many locations by young tourists. Additionally, these visitors are better able to plan spontaneous trips during times like semester breaks or extended vacations.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nurul Syakirah and I will explain about travel behavior of expenditure pattern in Japan. The most important category is domestic overnight travel, which accounts for more than 70% of overall tourism expenditure in Japan. Japanese culture emphasizes the importance of travel. This is reflected in the fact that Japanese take an average of 18 days of vacation per year, which is one of the highest rates in the world. Japanese travelers are willing to spend money on travel. They are often willing to spend on things like accommodation, food, and souvenirs. This helps to drive up the overall expenditure on domestic overnight travel. Outbound travel is the least because they are more likely to travel during off-peak season because the price is less than during peak season. They are more likely to travel less popular destinations. Less popular destinations tend to have a lower cost of living than popular destinations. Next, I will be presenting about activities engagement of travel behavior in Japan. According to Japan Tourism Agency in 2019, 34.8% of international visitors, with 74.1% visiting outlying area for nature and rural village experience tours, and 63.3 visiting to enjoy nature and beautiful scenery. Tourists visit this village to learn about local culture, view traditional buildings, and enjoy the natural beauty of Japan. One case study of representative domestic demand in Kamikochi revealed three main visitor segments are sightseers, day hikers, and mountain climbers, with sightseers accounting for 51% of all visitors, outnumbering day hikers and mountain climbers. Next, I will presenting about mode of transportation of travel behavior in Japan. Tourists prefer private cars and Japan railway train because extremely convenient. Private automobile allow travel to go wherever they want to go. Japan railway lines are also quite efficient and dependable, and they can transport passengers to many Japan's most popular tourist spots. The third mostly tourist option for transportation is private railway lines. Private railway frequently run through scenic places, providing tourists with breathtaking view of Japanese countryside.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Nazurah and I will present the travel behavior choice accommodation in Japan. According to the Journal of Advanced Management Science, the occupancy rate of city hotel, business hotel, and ryokan are 79.9%, 75.1%, and 37.8%. Tourists prefer city hotel because they are frequently chosen by visitors who come to city for fun, sightseeing, or discovering attraction. Hotels are typically located in city center or tourist destination, attracting more guests. Business hotel offer convenience location near commercial area or conference center for business visitor. Ryokan, traditional Japanese inn, are found in scenic or rural area, are linked to leisure and relaxation activities. This particular culture appeal can draw a particular type of traveler who is looking for an authentic Japanese experience. Next, I will present the length of stay travel behavior in Japan. According to the data provided by the World Tourism Organization (UNWTO), in 2020, inbound tourism to Japan spent on average 7.64 nights in commercial accommodation like hotel and similar establishment. In 2020, the length of tourist stay at Japan increasing since the COVID-19 struck the country due to the limit option for the returning home traveler who were already in Japan or those who were able to enter the country before the limitation may have decided to extend their stay. Other than that, the length of stay tourists increased because of they prefer to spend time sightseeing other places. Tourists prefer spending time sightseeing in Japan with 1 until 2 weeks needed for a comprehensive exploration. Less than a week is sufficient to explore the city attraction, but visitors are more likely to stay for more than 1 week to fully enjoy the city attraction. Next, I will present the source of information travel behavior in Japan. According to the Statista 2020, based on the statistic provided for the people who have used an online travel agency is 40%, those who have not used one is 41%, and those who do not know what an online travel agency is 19%. People use online travel agency because they offer a convenience platform for browsing and booking various travel services, including flight, lodging, and tour. However, some people avoid them due to concerns about safety, reliability, and hidden costs. Additionally, those unfamiliar with online travel agency may not have received enough attention from others through personal experience or social network. Trustworthiness is a key factor in choosing an online travel agency.
Next, I will explain about current challenge or issue faced by the stakeholders. One of the challenges in handling tourist behavior is over-tourism. When destinations become too popular, there are many tourists for the travel agency to handle. This can result in congestion, pollution, and cultural degradation. According to Japanese Travel Trade News in 2019, Japan Tourism Agency acknowledged over-tourism as one of the priority issues to be solved. A quick growth in tourists has a negative influence on local lifestyle, the natural environment or the terrain, as well as visitor satisfaction in a particular tourist destination. If a destination becomes over-tourist, travel agency may need to develop new product and service to meet the need of tourists. This can be a challenge as it requires travel agency to be innovative and creative. Next, the challenge is tourist demand for hospitality workforce. According to Japan Accommodation and Lodging Foundation, the number of people working in hotel and inns is 30% lower than before the pandemic. But airlines and bus operators are reporting full booking. Tourists need more hospitality workforce because they make advanced requests such as unique dietary requirements or specific amenities. This might be challenging for hotel personnel to accommodate because they must be able to understand each guest's demand and deliver the best possible service. The last part is price elasticity of demand for airlines. Some tourists are more prefer with affordable airline ticket rather than the expensive one. The major reason for the high cost of flight to Japan are supply and demand, seasonality, and airport charges. Individuals, particularly price-sensitive travelers, prefer to travel based on the pricing of the airline ticket they expect to pay.
Next, I will present the recommendation based on the current challenge. First is over-tourism. Seasonal and time-based management strategy can effectively address over-tourism by redistributing visitor traffic through the year and reducing congestion during peak period. This strategy involves distributing visitor flow, balancing demand, strengthening regional economy, protecting cultural heritage sites, improving visitor experience, reducing environment harm, and working with stakeholders. By marketing off-peak season, providing discount, special promotion, and exclusive event, this tactic can decrease crowding and encourage a more pleasure experience for tourists. Effective communication strategies should be developed to promote outdoor tourism to both domestic and foreign visitors, involving stakeholders like government agency, tourism group, and local communities. Next, I will present the recommendation for workforce demand. Collaboration with university, industry organization, and vocational school can significantly reduce the demand for hospitality workers. By fostering a strong talent pipeline, continuous professional development, addressing industry demand, and involving industry experts, graduates can acquire relevant skills and information. Industry experts providing insight on trend, challenge, and best practice, ensuring that education and training align with the changing needs of the hospitality sector. Furthermore, AI robot training is a potential solution for meeting workforce demands as Japan's labor productivity rate has been below 2% for 2 decades. By 2030, between 16 until 30% of occupation could be automate. AI robot with natural language processing can interact with guests, answering questions, providing recommendations, and handle basic inquiry, freeing up human staff for more complex tasks. This can reduce waiting time, increase accuracy, and improve guest satisfaction in hotel. Next, I will present the recommendation of price elasticity demand of airline. To address price elasticity of demand, airline in Japan must establish brand trust such as true reputation, security, and safety. Brand trust is the consumer preference for reliable brands, leading to consistent relationship and loyalty. This initiative can reduce price sensitivity and increase brand value, ultimately retaining a positive brand image and reducing price sensitivity.
In conclusion, the current trends and issues in Japan's tourism industry have several key implications. The motivations for travel to Japan encompasses factors such as the desire for delicious food, contact with beautiful things, cultural exploration, and interactions with the locals. Understanding these motivations enables businesses to tailor their offerings to better resonate with and attract target tourists. Let me share with you a quote from Gustav Flaubert: "Travel makes one modest. You see what a tiny place you occupy in the world." So that's all from us. Thank you.